And in this week, I'll teach you how to fine-tune it and adjust your flashcards in the Noji app. This can be done on your smartphone, your tablet, and even on your laptop. So let's get to it. My approach this week is to focus on those weak spots or those gaps that I still need to put some work on after being very proficient on. So I'll give you three different approaches that you can use. Approach number one is to do a fill in the blanks option to each of the flashcards. So this one here, even though it's got the entire scheme of the practice, I want to be able to focus on those gaps that I still need to improve. So I'll go to the edit button, and what I've done here is that I'm focusing on the leftmost and rightmost section of each of every words here on the top side or the question. Anything that it's in the center, it's in my native language, which I have no interest in improving. So I actually, for example, selected this word. I'll take it as an example, and I'll select it, and I'll select fill in the blanks. This little segmented little block in here, I'll select it. I click it, and it'll give me a gap in here for that word. I'll do it because I don't have any interest in that word. So back to where it was. And I'll do the same for the left side and the right side of this flashcard in the top section. I'll select save. And you'll notice that in here, I've got a blue gap in here, which I'm supposed to write, and I should be able to write it as accurate as possible. So once I click it, you'll notice that the answer is on the lower side. If I don't feel comfortable, if I didn't get it as I thought it would be, I can select repeat the flashcard, and in the next rotation, it might appear in here, or even right up in this corner. It all depends on the way that it rotates, and this is a good way for you to focus on the little gaps instead of being too overwhelmed with the entire paragraph. Let's go to the other approach. This is a much more general approach to it. So my job in here is to match the phrases to the left along with the real meaning to the right. This is something that I need to sit down and actually think it thoroughly before submitting. So this is a much more harder question. And once I got the right questions, I select and I click it, and I get the whole answers in here. This might be a little too overwhelming, too much of a work to do in a single flashcard. So what can we do in here to make it much more less laborious? I'll go to this new approach that I made. So what I did here is that I extracted one single phrase in here, "ser culimerta," this one in here, and I got the definition. Instead of matching the words, I'll define it manually. So this one in here would match with this one in here. And my job in here is not focus on the entire picture, but to focus on the specific one, so I can have a lesser job with it. And lastly, I'll show you the one that I want to focus basically on my typos. So anything that I've got in here highlighted and with like in italics and underscore are words that I still make typos. So in here, what I've done here is that I'll be going to my edit button, and I know that in previous occasions I've had some issues typing this one in here, typing this phrasing here and this phrasing here. So I went back to the edit button as I did in here, and I came here and I highlighted those sections in here. My job here is not to write the whole thing. My job here is to know that I should be writing this section right here, this section right here, and this section right here on as three different words. So for example, I'll make the adjustments as I go. I'll get this one here out of the way, and I'll go in here, and this should be the actual adjustment. So I'll go in here, I'll save it, and I'll focus again. I'll just focus on the typos that I made so far, and I'll select it, and that's what I get. This is from here, this is from here, and this is from here. This is a good way for you to not be overwhelmed on an entire sentence, but to know what are the actual things that I need to focus on. Alternatively, I can also write the whole sentence, but I want to focus on the things or the typos that I'm still missing to master or write well. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've got for this week. I hope you find this video useful, and thank you again for watching my videos and subscribing to my channel. And if you haven't yet, do it. I'll be posting on YouTube once per week and also on my Substack, so definitely look forward to it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.